So coming to the heparin or the parenteral anticoagulants clinical uses. So these heparin, low molecular weight heparin and fondaparinux, they can be used in the treatment of deep vein thrombosis, pulmonary embolism, and in case of unstable angina and acute myocardial infarction. So you can initiate the treatment with heparin and low molecular weight heparin or fondaparinux depending upon the patient complaints in treating deep vein thrombosis, pulmonary embolism, and also as an initial management in case of unstable angina and acute myocardial infarctions. So most of this indication, above indications, you can use either low molecular weight heparin or fondaparinux. These has been replaced the continuous heparin infusion because of their pharmacokinetic advantages. So mainly it is the pharmacokinetic advantages of the low molecular weight heparin and fondaparinux have led to the replacement of continuous heparin infusion. So what are the advantages of this low molecular weight heparin? So these low molecular weight heparin permits the subcutaneous administration once or twice daily, and it can be administered as a fixed or weight adjusted dose. And very important thing is it does not require any coagulation monitoring. So it is without coagulation monitoring. So if you are using a heparin, it requires a monitoring of APTT levels, whereas when you use low molecular weight heparin or fondaparinux, it does not require any coagulation monitoring. So there will be less risk of bleeding also. So it can be used in coronary balloon angioplasty with or without stent placement. So the heparin and low molecular weight heparin is mainly used here to prevent the thrombosis. So remember fondaparinux. It should not be used in case of coronary balloon angioplasty. The reason being because it increases the risk of catheter thrombosis. This complication is mainly caused due to the catheter induced activation of factor 12. So it is the longer heparin molecules which are preferred than the shorter ones for blocking this factor 12 led activity. So next, it can be used in case of cardiopulmonary bypass circuits where this circuit will also activate a factor 12, so which can cause clotting of the oxygenator. Here also the heparin will be the agent drug of choice for surgery which are requiring cardiopulmonary bypass. So next, it can be used in case of disseminated intravascular coagulation and also as a thromboprophylaxis in case of immobilized medically ill patients or who are undergoing major surgeries. So mainly the low dose heparin or low molecular weight heparin is administered subcutaneously. So, what is the anticoagulant which is preferred in pregnancy? Unlike the oral anticoagulants, it's the heparin or low molecular weight heparin, fondaparinux, do not cross the placenta. Therefore, there is no association of fetal malformation with respect to heparin or low molecular weight heparin and fondaparinux because they do not cross the placental barrier. So, in case of pregnancy, if the pregnant woman requires anticoagulant, so the drug of choice in case of pregnancy will be the heparin. So, drug of choice of anticoagulant during pregnancy is the heparin. So, heparin and low molecular weight heparin fondaparinux do not appear to increase the fetal mortality or prematurity. So, if possible, you can discontinue 24 hours before delivery. The reason being to minimize the risk of postpartum bleeding. So coming to the summary of anticoagulant clinical uses, mainly the parenteral anticoagulants, it can be used as to initiate the treatment in case of deep vein thrombosis, pulmonary embolism. It can be used as an initial management in case of unstable angina, acute myocardial infarction. In case of coronary balloon angioplasty, remember here you cannot use Fonda Perinox due to the risk of catheter thrombosis. It can be used in cardiopulmonary bypass, disseminated intravascular coagulation in cases of immobilized medically ill patients or who have undergone major surgery. You can use here for thromboprophylactic purpose, and mainly the drug of choice in case of anticoagulant drug of choice in case of pregnancy will be the heparin or low molecular weight heparin or fondaparinux, but not the oral anticoagulant, that is warfarin. Warfarin should not be used as anticoagulant during pregnancy because it increases the risk of fetal malformation. Thank you.